Portsmouth's West End has a bit of everything, even for the most discriminating foodies. Enter Islington Street's newest restaurant on the roster. Pun intended. Behind the Plate, Portsmouth's only baseball-themed eatery, taps into the nostalgia of America's favorite sport.
We were so in love with this idea, and we wanted to share this with the community. It was something that no one's ever seen before.
John and Martha Edwards have been working on this plan for 5 years, and it involves some taste testing from Boston to the Bronx.
I took a road trip with my older brother, and we saw 11 stadiums over the course of about a week and a half. And when I got back, I found that this country had amazing food to offer, but not inside the stadiums. We call it nationally eclectic. And what we do is we focus on cities. We dive into the history, the culture, the lore of that city, and then we build a food item off our findings.
Executive Chef Martha Edwards puts a lot of thought and creativity in creating every dish, like the Surf and Turf Pesky Burger, named after Mr. Red Sox himself, Johnny Pesky. It's a taste of New England.
We do fresh lobster down in butter back here. And then I also add our fresh corn down in the butter as well and let that get nice and warmed up while I cook the burger. We do the smash style just because we like that, like really caramelized meat on the outside. You know, the best thing about a burger is all that like flavor on the outside. When you take that first bite, it's just gonna taste like you're at your favorite barbecue or you're down at the Cape. So there's our pesky. I'm gonna get in there. A little bit of lobster, a little bit of corn, bacon, and then the spread I put on the top is actually a lobster bisque spread. So we make that in-house.
A taste of Florida in every bite of the Devil's Cubano, slow-cooked marinated pork on top of their hand-cut fries.
A little bit of whole grain mustard to remind you of that Cuban sandwich flavor. And then on top of that, we do our street corn, again, made in-house. Everything is made in-house, fresh in the morning. Can't get much more delicious.
Topped with pickled jalapeno and onions, Devil's Cubano bursts with flavor. As for the fries, they're called no-no fries, after a no-hitter. For the fries, it's no extra toppings. John and Martha had as much fun with the decor as they did with the menu.
Everything in here was hand-painted, hand-designed. To have an idea of something that you want to see come to life and then watch it actually open up in front of your own eyes was pretty magical every day.
With a lifelong love of the sport, John knew exactly what the restaurant should be called.
Behind the Plate is meant to be two meanings. Behind the plate, obviously, as a catcher in the game and the sport of baseball, and then behind the plate, thinking about everything that we put into every item and what our executive chef and what our team does behind the actual plates.
Hoping to pass along his love of the game, every kid's plate comes with a free pack of baseball cards. Behind the Plate is family-friendly and is fast becoming a favorite in the neighborhood.
We wanted to be in the West End because the West End just has its own culture and it has its own nuance, different than what Portsmouth is even. I really think the West End has a lot to offer. There's amazing restaurants, amazing breweries, amazing retail. There's just so much that you can do on this side of town.
Cozy upscale atmosphere, Botanica Restaurant and Gin Bar is located in the Frank Jones Brew Yard in the West End.
I moved to this neighborhood 15 years ago, and I always wanted to open the first fine dining restaurant in the West End.
Botanica chef owner Brendan Vesey focuses on what he calls the French classics.
We keep it pretty small, and we changed it a lot, but we always have duck confit and steak frites are our two most popular. Those always stay, and we like to use seasonal stuff, mix it in along with the kind of tried and true things to make our guests happy. The French cuisine is the foundation for everything that we learn.
Wow.
I think in the past 10, 15 years, there's been a really cool resurgence of saying like, no, this food has always been good, and fine dining can be fun as long as we make sure that it's fun. And so I really want to, I think there's something about French food that makes it feel like an occasion. And we want to make sure that every table is having some sort of occasion.
And what better dessert spells occasion than a chocolate souffle topped with a house-made vanilla custard sauce? It has a reputation for being difficult to make, but it's a French tradition that's always on the menu.
It doesn't matter that we've made this 3,000 times. It's about how good each batch is over and over and over again.
And how about this batch?
Oh, there's a reason why that everybody talks about this. There's a reason why. That is delicious.
We have a very good after-work crowd. We have a lot of, I say like, this is a great place to come on a date, even if that date is with yourself after your work day. Like you can go on a date by yourself, and you can sit at the bar or at a table, and you can have dinner or just a snack. And often people are bumping into other people that they know from town or from work, and I love that part of it. And then we get a lot of birthdays and anniversaries as well, because we try really hard to make it feel special, that it's every night is a special occasion for somebody.
With 36 seats inside and another 20 during the warmer months on the patio, Botanica has earned a reputation for fine food in a fun setting. Part of the revitalized West End, a place where old meets new, a growing neighborhood that honors Portsmouth's past while embracing new business.